we've got still so much to cover here because we got to talk about the massive bombshell that threatens all of our existence, and that is the Twitter files.
Oh, thank God. Thank God. We have to.
So for anybody who didn't know, last week, Elon Musk, well, not Elon Musk, I guess, now that we know. Anyway, Matt Taibbi, former progressive, I think is the best way to call him, got a hold from Twitter, all their documents, and he exposed how they helped bury the Hunter Biden story until you actually read what he actually found, and that's not at all what happened, is it, Jeff?
Right. Yeah. Although they did deny us the pleasure of being able to see pictures of Hunter Biden's hog.
Yes.
We've been
was
robbed,
the big issue.
folks. We've been robbed.
And it's so hilarious that Matt Taibbi, who somebody over the years we had on Ring of Fire, God knows how many times, because he was taking on corporate power. He was exposing it. He was such a phenomenal journalist when he was with Rolling Stone. And then when Trump came along, Taibbi, I feel like he went the Greenwald route, which is, oh, everybody hates Trump. Well, I'm such a contrarian. I'm going to do the opposite. Because that's all it is anymore. It's just contrarian trolling. If everybody comes out and says, hey, it's a sunny day, Greenwald's going to be like, all I see is a cloud up here. You liberals, you're so dumb. Like, dude, just let it go. But this Twitter files crap is crap. I mean, there's no bombshell. Well, the bombshell actually was, by the way, the Trump administration, not campaign, administration, the friggin' White House also had Twitter remove some stuff. But, anyway, Hunter Biden's laptop. They buried the only thing that actually could be a First Amendment violation.
Right. And you know what is interesting about that? I agree. It's not a bombshell, certainly a dud. But you could say from that perspective of, okay, we do care about, the First Amendment, free speech and all that, et cetera, that having these companies that are supposed to be the public town square getting influenced by the White House on one side and then another presidential campaign on the other, and then both petitioning, asking for the removal of things that are, possibly negative to their campaign, and then getting those granted, that's a problem. It shows that, these private corporations, that's what Twitter is. You don't have free speech on them. But since they are so influential, can really drive politics, the news cycle, and like I said, the dissemination of information or disinformation on these platforms is an interesting conversation. And, whether or not you actually do have the freedom to have these conversations about certain news issues. Because think of it this way, right? The story about Hunter Biden's laptop being censored, that's the actual story that the right wing is talking about. It wouldn't have been a big deal had Twitter not, removed the story and banned the New York Post. It wouldn't have been a story, but because, you've heard of the Streisand effect, right? Yeah. Because they banned it, the right wing turned the story, which was a nothing burger, turned the censorship into the story. And so then they, of course, falsely ascribed, the First Amendment to it. Again, you don't have free speech on Twitter. You have to sign a TOS. These are private corporations. If you actually do want a real public town square type of, internet forum, what have you, then it's got to be, I would say, more nationalized, something that is actually protected by free speech, but you're still going to have rules on it, right? So, Nazis, doing threats and stuff and doxing, et cetera, it's still not going to be acceptable. If you want that, yeah, we can have a conversation. Let's go. Let's talk about that, the pros and cons of it. But Twitter itself, it shows that, the one person that runs it, the CEO, in this case, Elon Musk, has too much power over our conversations. And I've been saying this not only about, Elon Musk, I've been talking about it before with Mark Zuckerberg and Facebook, and Google, And all these large platforms, corporations that have too much power over our discourse that are being private companies that are unaccountable to us, actual people, human beings. I think that's a problem.
I agree 100%. And that I think is the best way I've ever heard that put. As it stands right now, Elon Musk controls not just the public town square itself.
Mm-hmm.
He controls what you see. I mean, he's already broken the algorithm because there are plenty of times I get on Twitter. In fact, most of the time, all I see are tweets from Marcy Wheeler and Sean King. Anything that they tweet or retweet is all that's in my feed most times I get on Twitter.
Huh.
It's
Weird.
so weird. Yeah, he's broken it. And I've seen it. Dr. Michael Mann has said the same thing. He's not getting Marcy Wheeler and Sean King. He's getting just a handful of other people. Cliff Schechter has also said that. Cliff Schechter just actually retweeted somebody who also said so. There's a lot of folks out there that are like, you've broken it. But even when it is working properly, he can go in, like, I'll see his tweets. I don't follow him. Nobody that I follow retweeted him, but suddenly he's in my feed and I don't want you there. Go away. So he controls what you see. Mm-hmm. And, half the time he breaks it and half the time it's, oh, look at me. But it's dangerous, especially, when we're heading into presidential campaign season, that one man who has fired all the competent people at that business, one man controls it all. And by the way, he's the richest man on the planet in all of eternity. That's a problem. Kind of seems bad, but it's what we live in now.
Yeah, it's almost like what happened, with Trump becoming president. Suddenly, now all the issues that we as progressives had been bringing up before with, executive overreach and things like that. Wow. Oh my God. Turns out that's a problem. Everybody else caught on. It's like, oh crap. Maybe we shouldn't have had, drone signature strike programs. That are being controlled by the executive branch. Oh crap. Boy, that's too much power for one person that ends up being an insane person. But in the case of Elon Musk, he's not an insane person. He's a deeply, I think, stupid person.
Yeah, I agree.
I'm sorry. He's not a smart person at all. But he is somebody who's got a very thin skin that is wrapped up in this conservative, right-wing. I know I'm an enlightened centrist, even though I'm telling people vote for Republicans.
DeSantis, because 2024.
It's only because the far left is so insane. I mean, you got the far left who wants healthcare for everybody. And then you got the far right, which are, I'm not going to say that they're Nazis because I keep bringing Nazis back on my platform. But they're a little out there, and so you should vote for Republicans to stop the far left agenda. Yeah, that's Elon Musk for you. That's what he's telling you. And going back to what's in your feed, who am I getting in my feed? Well, at least you're getting Sean King and Marcy Wheeler, right? I know, but I'm getting right wingers. I'm getting crazy people, and a lot of the people that I talk to are seeing the same thing. And so I'm kind of wondering, like, is he rigging Twitter, the algorithm, to put more far right voices in front of other people, in front of the general public? And that is concerning because what he and the right wing have accused Twitter of doing before, and I think this is interesting, because they always talk about you're rigging it for the Democrats, for the left, and you're shadow banning conservatives. Well, he has actually made that a reality because that wasn't true before. And I've had questions about Twitter enforcing the rules fairly. Because let's be honest, Twitter was a dumpster fire before Elon Musk took over, but now he has taken a 1 dumpster fire and turned it into a 3 dumpster fire, possibly even a 5 dumpster fire that is threatening to start the entire neighborhood ablaze. And so there were problems before, there are bigger problems now, and he has actually made it so that what the right wing feared was happening to them, but really wasn't, is actually happening to the left. I mean, I would be curious to know if any right wingers are getting actual progressives, leftists in their Twitter feeds or not. That would answer my question.
It would be nice. Like Charlie Kirk, are you seeing Jeff Waldorf and Farron Cousins?
Yeah.
You should. Maybe you'll learn something. This is Hattie. Hattie wants to know why you have not subscribed to our channel. You obviously like our videos, so do us a favor and subscribe.